Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why don't you take 2 cards from the top, and don't tell me what they are. Are your cards a 6 and a 9?
Yes, they are.
Ha! What do you know? A 6 and a 9. Are you impressed with this very nice trick?
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh! It would seem like we are being recorded. Welcome to another episode of The Food Idiot. Guy shoves food down his gullet. This is my friend Trevor. He's going to join me today in our current food tasting event. So
Happy
Trevor,
to be here.
you doing well?
Doing great. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic, especially now that we have these wonderful meals in front of us. Now, to those non-Buffalo locals, not loco, you guys aren't crazy, we have what's called Ted's Hot Dogs, also known as Theodore's Beef Franks. Now, in here we have French fries, which they have managed to spill all over the bag. That's not a downgrade, though, because everyone knows a bag fry is the best.
Fry bottoms.
I got 1 hottie dog. I have 2 hottie dogs. What do you got, Trevor?
Well, we went with a classic cheeseburger, and it's Ted's hot dog, so it wouldn't be complete without a hottie dog.
So, we're going to eat these hottie dogs and the cheesy bird, and we're going to tell you just how they taste. So, I'm going to go ahead. I like to pour out my fries. I don't like to eat out of the canister because, you know, as you can see, you got this nice little guy on here. He's super happy. I don't want to make him have to watch his beef frank friends get eaten. So, I'm just going to place that right over here on my desk. Now, I have, my first hottie dog has chili and cheese. So, back where I'm from, we call that a chili cheese dog. It's delicious, it's scrumptious, it's scrumptiddlyumptious. And this here is a hot dog with mac and cheese, and you can't see it, but there's hot sauce. While Trevor here is going to pour some ketchup on the side. I'm not a big ketchup guy. I'm more of a, clog your arteries, salty type. So, I'm going to go ahead and season my fries. Trevor, why don't you tell them what you got on your hot dog and on your cheesy bird?
Alright, so I'm not as adventurous as this guy, so I skipped the chili, just went for the classic dog, onions, ketchup, mustard, and hot sauce, because you got to spice up your life.
Alright, so I also got a milkshake here. I don't know if you saw it. You probably saw a milkshake. A little bit of chocolate, no whipped cream. Not a big whipped cream guy. You know, when you're trying to keep your girlish figure, you gotta stay away from the real sugary sweets. So I'm just gonna real quick before we dive into the solid foods. I'm gonna take a little sippy sip. Real fine chocolate flavor. I have to say that the chocolate really comes out as you sip it and as you swallow it. You really don't feel it until it hits the back of your esophagus, and that's really when the flavor of the chocolate comes out, which is good because for those of you who don't know, I had a friend of mine recently tell me that chocolate tastes differently depending on what shape it's in. Could you believe that?
Never heard that.
Well, apparently square chocolate tastes different than circle chocolate. So I give this 3 out of 4 sides on a piece of square chocolate. So Trevor, let's dig into the fries first.
Alright, see what we got.
Mine are very crispy. How about yours?
Yeah, pretty crispy, you know. They've been sitting out a little bit, so we got some room temperature, but floppy, you know.
Not very good for holding the weight of a ketchup.
No.
No. See, my fries, I like to put a lot of salt on my fries. As you saw, you were probably sitting there thinking, James, you're going to kill your arteries. You're going to clog your veins. What are you doing with all that sodium, that NaCl? Mind your own business.
So what's the verdict?
I think I give my fries, it's a tough verdict. It really is. Because these are some great fries, but they're a little too thin. And like you said, they are a little too floppy. And they got a little bit of a moisture to them that I don't want on my fries. So I think I got to give this one just 2 out of 6 David Blaines. Because, you saw that magic trick earlier. So I think it's only appropriate that I use David Blaine as a judge here for the fries. And I think 2 out of 6 David Blaines really evaluates the demerits that I've given these fries, despite their crispiness. And the fact that I had to add salt was pretty insulting, if you know what I'm saying. So anyways, what about you? What do you give your fries? Joke a little bit there.
Alright, I'm going to give it 3.14159 digits of pi.
Wow, why do you give us so many digits? I mean, there's a lot of digits of pi. For those of you who don't know, pi is a very long number. It's, in fact, an infinitely long number.
Mm-hmm.
But why that many digits of pi?
Well, you see, those are the only digits I remember, so that's what I'm going with. And these things, they're just, they're just the basic, Stick with the basics.
Can't disagree with that. So, I'm going to dig into my chili cheese dog here first because that's usually you want to get the heaty flavors out of the way first. Now, you can see there's got a good length to it. Neither of us were able to get the good old foot long because he wanted to get a 3 foot long, and they're like, no, you can't do that. And that was BS. I thought that was BS. And I didn't want to have a foot long because I wanted 2 dogs. I like to mix it up, get my toppings a little bit of spice. And you also wanted a cheeseburger. So, I'm going to go ahead and dig into the chili cheese dog here.
It's not all about length. Remember that.
I think, I gotta say, I've had a lot of chili cheese dogs in my day. A lot of chili cheese dogs. This is a pretty good chili cheese dog.
Okay.
Not at the top. Certainly not at the top. You ever go to the street meat, a little street meat vendor? They got some good chili cheese dogs. Over in the city, they got some good chili cheese dogs. Now, this cheese dog, I'd say probably gets 3 out of 5 hairy Houdinis. I think if it wanted to break out of a cage that was filling with water rapidly while it was locked up in chains, it wouldn't happen. But, if it wanted to unlock itself while swinging from a trapeze artist thing, then I think it certainly could do that. But, I think it stands up to all the chili cheese dogs in the world, but it's not the top dog, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, sounds fair.
All right, go ahead, give it a taste. I'm going to get my other stuff ready over here.
Okay. All right, pretty good. We're going to go with 3 out of 4 days of a 4-day weekend. Everybody loves 4-day weekends, so that's at least equivalent to 4 out of 5 points of a pentagon.
4 out of 5 points of a pentagon. What's keeping you from giving it that 5th point?
3.
That 4th day of the week.
3 out of 4 days of the week is better than 4 out of 5 points of a pentagon.
Huh.
And 4 out of 4 days of the 4-day weekend, that's perfection. And nothing's perfect in this world.
Speaks to me, man. It really does. It speaks to me. All right, so sorry. We're gonna move on to the last piece of food here. So I have my mac and cheese hot sauce dog, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a work of art. You've taken grains, you've taken meats, you've taken hot sauce, really the 3 core bases of the food pyramid, and you've put it all on one hot dog. And I'm just gonna dig in. I think it speaks for itself. This one gets a perfect 6 out of 6 Chris Angels. Don't forget the Mind Freak, because this is a fantastic hot dog. The cheese, you're going to get cheese on a hot dog a lot of times anyways, you know what I'm saying? Really, a burger too. So you kind of got a little bit of burger in there too, in the dog, and man, it's perfectly cooked. Just look at that. Just look down the barrel of that hot dog. You get nervous, you start sweating, you're like, oh man, I don't know if I can handle that whole dog. But I'm telling you, you can handle this whole dog. Anyone can get this whole dog. Anyone can handle this whole dog. And really, it's 6 out of 6 Chris Angels. Mind Freak. Chris Angel Mind Freaks. It's an important distinction. We'll get back to that at another time. While we're here, I'm going to give you a food tip. Always make sure you're grading your food based on everybody's taste buds. I mean, yeah, your taste buds matter a lot, but at the end of the day, everybody eats food. So that's food tip number 3. We went over the 2 ones in the La Divina episode. But before any further delay, Trevor, why'd you dig into that cheeseburger?
All right. Let's see what we got. It's just a basic cheeseburger. Got a little lettuce, a little tomato, because, we're cutting. Gotta have our veggies.
More salt.
Right, I can really taste the hot sauce on that one. So, I'm going to give it 7 out of 8 habanero peppers.
Why 8? Why 7? Why habanero peppers?
I'll tell you what, it was a little better than the hot dog, and the spice is what really made it stand out to me. For some reason, you could taste the hot sauce better on the burger.
I wonder if that's maybe, in my opinion, is that when you put something like lettuce, which in my opinion is the blank white sheet of paper of the sandwich world, you know, it really lets you draw the rest of the flavors on the burger. You know? So you draw on the hot sauce on the burger. Does that kind of feel like it clicks with what you're saying?
It's like I cleanse my palate.
Oh, of course, a palate cleanser. We've been over this. Always cleanse your palate. He gets it. He listens. He learns the lessons.
Then
learn from him, learn from me, learn from the lessons.
Cleanse your palate, taste the sauce. Pro tip.
Pro tip. That's tip number 4, but also 2A because it's from a 2 from a previous one, so it's 2A, 4, just 4, and yeah. So I mean, I think we had a good experience at Ted's, and would you go back? Would you go back to Theodore's Beef Franks?
Absolutely. I'll probably be there next week.
Love to hear it. Theodore's Beef Franks, everybody. You can find one all over the city of Buffalo. However, though, until next time, there'll probably be a video on Thursday. That seems to be the time that I am going to decide to post videos. So you'll probably see one about every week or so, and on Thursday. And I might start throwing in some beer taste videos here and there for you close followers. But until next time, thank you for joining me on Guy Shoves Food Down His Gullet.